Miami Dolphins fans, your boy Larry K here, man. I'm fresh off of cardiac procedure. So show me some love. Click subscribe, man. If you want to click the super donate button or join, become a member. I'm doing this for you, man. My heart is still recovering, but I'm here to talk. Miami Dolphins ball, man. And the fact is, this team stinks. I've been telling you guys this team stinks. I know the narrative. I told you there was going to be a narrative. I told you the narrative was going to be, oh, when Tua gets back, when Tua gets back, wait till Tua gets back. End of the day, this is a poorly constructed team. It's a poorly coached team. The team is just not good. Doesn't have the right amount of playmakers on both sides of the ball to win games. Can't play complementary football. Can't make plays when it counts the most. And that came to show here against Arizona. Couldn't make any tackles whatsoever on the last third down. Just couldn't bring down Kyler Murray. David Long can't tackle at all. I mean, he missed tackle after tackle after tackle after tackle today. It was just terrible to see. That defense, some decent stops there, some decent calls by Weaver, but not enough when the players aren't executing. And then, you need a playmaker on defense. You need more than just Jalen Ramsey. You need some actual playmakers on defense. And you look back at the front office this offseason. I told you they sucked this offseason, and I was correct. Take a look at OBJ. Odell Beckham Jr. was an absolutely stupid signing. I told everybody that it was a stupid signing when we did it. People were hyped up because of the name. That's what the Dolphins do. That's what the fans buy into. But it's garbage. It was a terrible signing, and you could have took every bit of million of dollars you gave to OBJ, turned around and gave it to Andrew Van Ginkel, because Andrew Van Ginkel would have been a huge upgrade as far as playmakers on our defense. We don't have any. When we needed them to make a stop, we didn't get one. People will say, well, Tua looked good. His passing stats were good. And that's true. Tua did look good throwing the ball. His passing stats were good today. However, when Tua had the ball in his hands, once again, how many times? Once again, when Tua once again has the ball in his hands with a chance to go up and put the game out of reach at the end of the game, the offense doesn't convert. They don't even get a field goal. The offense can't get it done as usual, and once again, the Dolphins have to give the ball back to the other team. And Kyler Murray and his guys, Marvin Harrison Jr. and McBride out there, they go out there and they get it done when the Dolphins couldn't get it done. And it's once again a joke and a terrible showing. Arizona's not even a very good team. You were at home. If you can't beat Arizona, you're not going to beat many teams in this league. Like I said, flush this season right down the toilet where it belongs. End of the day, guys, it doesn't really matter that Tua's back. The team is still bad. Tua's not the X factor. I know the media tried to play it up. The broadcast tried to play it up. The Dolphins tried to play it up. Big O tried to play it up. Everybody out there tried to play it up. All the fans try to get their hopes up. Tua doesn't matter. This team sucks. Whether Tua plays good, whether Tua plays mediocre, it doesn't matter. Team's not good this year. The front office completely botched the offseason, and that's what it is. We don't have a great coaching staff. And another thing, yeah, the passing stats might look pretty good from Tua, but how about all the fumbled and botched snaps? That botched snap that went for a safety is the difference in this ball game. Tua doesn't botch that snap and have to bat it out of the end zone for 2 points, then maybe we win this game, or we definitely win this game, because they only won by 1. That's 2 points right there. And that's why a guy like him is just not the guy to get it done. Decent showing on the way back, but once again, just hanging out, laughing, chilling on the sideline as we lose once again. Dolphins drop to 2-5. Season's over for them. I've been saying it's over, so it's not anything new to me, but it's just disheartening when you think you can win a game. You probably should beat that team at home, and you can't get it done, because just all around, this team is poorly constructed, poorly coached. Everything, poor execution. Every bit of this team is bad. Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle start to eat again. It's crazy that they only get any looks or do anything when Tua plays, but it's still not enough to get the job done. Julian Hill with another fumble. This kid, man, he's mistake prone. He's maybe the most mistake prone player I've ever seen. And defense, again, just a terrible effort on defense. No playmakers to go to make a game-altering play when you need it most. And the Miami Dolphins fall by 1 point. I actually thought McDaniel should have let the Cardinals score at the end when there was a minute and change left instead of trying to use the timeouts, because I never had any faith whatsoever. I never had any faith that the Dolphins were going to stop the Cardinals on 3 straight downs. I just weren't playing that way. The Cardinals were having whatever they wanted. There was no chance the Dolphins of stopping them on 3rd and short. So I was never of the opinion that the Dolphins would have stopped them. I thought they should have let them score and at least try to have the ball back to get a touchdown and win the game. I knew as soon as they weren't going to do that, that they were going to get the first down and then run the clock down, kick the field goal. I called it with like 2 minutes left, because that's just the way the game was going. Dolphins playing with no heart in front of their hometown fans, uh, no direction other than the same timing throws from Tua to the wide receivers, which look real good when they're working. When there's no pressure, when the game's not on the line, when things are just the middle of the season, middle of the game, those easy throws look so great to the wide receivers. And when everything's on the line and there's pressure, it never quite works. And whether it's defense, whether it's offense, this team just can't get it done. I did think the bright spot was the offensive line. Decent protection there, and good run blocking. Achan had himself a day. I told you weeks ago that that kid is a player. People were getting on me about that kid, saying he's not a. Yes, he is. That kid's a player, and he's one of the kids you have that if you do tear this thing down finally and rebuild it, you got some pieces. Other thing I'll say is when they had that all-out blitz towards the end of the game when Tua had the ball in his hand on third down, it's like a jailbreak blitz. Everybody's coming. Everybody's coming. How could Tua not find an open man with everybody coming at him with all those receivers on the field? That's either McDaniel's play design problem, that's a coaching problem, or that's a quarterback plot problem, or that's all of the above. When you have that many guys coming, you have to have somebody open, and they better be open quickly because everybody was coming at Tua. You got to be able to find the open man and convert for a first down there to give yourself a chance to win the game. And he wasn't able to do it. But that's nothing new. When it's actual pressure, when it's actually, crunch time, this team fails, this coaching staff fails, and this quarterback fails. So Tua coming back and all that rah-rah, shish kumbah don't mean nothing. I told you it wasn't gonna. I told you the season was over. That's where it's at. Now you got to play Buffalo, which is even harder. Even if you beat Buffalo, it doesn't matter anymore. So and it's not like we really beat Buffalo ever. So what does it matter? It doesn't matter. I still think you should flush this iteration of the Dolphins straight down the toilet where it belongs. Ross should clean house and let the new GM pick his coach, pick his quarterback, and decide what to do after that. That's how I feel, guys. The Dolphins have let me down once again. This is a failure, an epic one. Like I said, I'm recovering from surgery. Hopefully I'll be with you on Tuesday for Larry Lucci G and Shake. Either way, guys, please show love by clicking subscribe, clicking the donation button, or joining Fury Fam to get exclusive perks as a member. I really appreciate it, man. This team breaks my heart, and my heart's still beating. And I got to go through medical procedures, and I still make it out here and still come on to talk to you guys, Fury Fam, because despite how bad this team is, and how terrible they are, and what a pathetic showing they do week in and week out, I am here with you guys, and you guys are here with me. This is Fury Fam. We have something bigger than all that. We'll get back. The Dolphins will have a good year again. The Dolphins will win games again, and when they do, we will be there together. So, love you guys. I'll talk to you all very soon. Try to enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Larry K. out.